everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Bears are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Vikings, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. They go play action here on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They'll run here. This is Kadeem Carey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. They go play action. Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Let's go. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And his first pass is incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you watched a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. They'll run with Cook. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
2nd down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Let's go.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Kevin White, he's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White, 104 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Mitch Unrein in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
Let's go.
To throw is Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Ryan Quigley, 5th-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 67 yards. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Complete to Wright. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kendall Wright, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And it's up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And out now come the Vikings. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, Cook. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Bridgewater. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danny Trevathan with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 7. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. That'll bring up 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now in this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They stay on the ground with Carey. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Don't know if we saw too much of that on the college tape. Trubisky using his legs to pick up the first. On 1st down, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. Here we go now.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. couldn't connect. Now it's third. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. They just need a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Vikings on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now Trubisky on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that, see if he can brace up, and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, fine now, lucky 56. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
Once again, it's Carey. And some room to maneuver. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
That's caught by Meredith right side. 23 yards on the play.
Back 99, Philly, here we go.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Linval Joseph getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
Over. Set, back 99, Philly, here we go.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Chicago!
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Room here to run.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They run the counter with Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Here's Bridgewater. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Flushed out right. Fights loose. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing here, Trubisky. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's right. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Bridgewater to throw it. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. the shotgun. It's Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Throwing, Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to the ground, Cook, and he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 15-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And Forbath will put this one through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead.
Well, it's not unusual to know that Kai Forbath has kicked for multiple NFL teams, right? Washington, New Orleans. Then he took over the Vikings job when Blair Walsh ended his tenure there when he was struggling. How about his start with the Vikings, though? Made 15 straight.
Yeah, he took over in Week 10, and you're right, hit every field goal the rest of the season. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
And the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be knocked down sideways.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle. He's got him in, complete. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a Turkey Bowl or Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down. A toss to Cook. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Vikings on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's right. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Bridgewater now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it? Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Here we go now.
They go play action. Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 58 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Trubisky now to throw on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches, but when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
Carry now. Open space inside the 10. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Now, that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Now Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kendall Wright with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Here's Sanchez. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Back now at Soldier Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Again, it's Cook. And some room to work. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Cook. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about it.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And not much there. maybe a yard up to the 24.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On second down, Trubisky. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Trubisky, forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
This is Carey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now Trubisky to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's right. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This for a 4th quarter lead. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front. But then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Bridgewater. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it with the option right. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now Carey. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On second down, here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. The 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. They'll run with Carey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Trubisky. Drops it off for Carey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up. No crazy plays. And they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play. And now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. This offense so far on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to